Hi, everybody. My name is Rouham Manzoor, and I'm the managing partner of Maces. Today, we are here with one of our partners from Japan, Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University. In fact, 12 years ago, we started our Japanese university recruitment business with Asia Pacific University, Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University, or APU, as we call it lovingly. Hundreds of our students have already graduated from the university and have found life for themselves in Japan and around the whole world. They're doing so well. We're always encouraged to send students to APU. Today, we have with us Chen Sun from APU. She's the international officer there. How are you doing, Chen?
Yeah, hi, Rouham, and thank you for inviting us. Thank you for Mrs. to inviting APU to join this session. And we are really happy to share everything about APU in today's session. Thank you.
Awesome. We are very excited to hear from you, and even more excited to hear from Farhan Rafin, who is a second year student at APU. He has been instrumental in helping other Bangladeshi students who are going to APU. He's a really good mentor and a good senior for students who are joining APU every year. So, Farhan, how are you doing?
Hello, Rahum bhai. I'm good. Thank you so much for inviting today, and thank you, Chen San, for having us.
That's awesome. Like the way we're going to do this is we're going to play a short presentation that Chen San will do, and then we will maybe Farhan, you will share some of your experiences at APU, and then we'll get into question answer. So without any further ado, I will upload the presentation here, and Chen San, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you, Roham, and welcome to my presentation. And I'm going to introduce Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University, which we call APU. Yeah. So, okay, I'm Chen from APU Admissions Office, and today I also invited Farhan, who is from APM, and he is in his second year of third semester. Okay, so before this, I would like to introduce facts about an APU to give you a brief understanding about APU. Okay, so first, we currently there are 6,000 students bodies in APU, which around half of them are international students, and they are from 100 plus countries and regions from all over the world. And another half of the student bodies are all Japanese students. And we are also ranked as the #1 private university in Western Japan. Okay, so you might think about like where we are located in Japan. So we are in the southern part of Japan, which you can see the map over here. Yeah, and we located on a mountain in a small city called Bepu City. So what I would really love to introduce about Bepu City is Bepu is a tourist town, which there are a lot of famous tourist attractions. Like there are a lot of popular tourist attractions which attracts tourists all over the world. So I would say it's really easy for our international students to find a part-time job. I would like to introduce our undergraduate programs. There are 3 colleges in our undergraduate programs. First, it's the College of Asia Pacific Studies, APS, and the College of International Management, APM, and the College of Sustainability and Tourism, ST. Yeah. And for College of Asia Pacific Asia Pacific Studies, APS, there are 3 areas of studies. First is the international relations and culture, society, and media, and global economy. So for students study in APS, after their graduation, they will get a Bachelor of Social Science degree. So among these 3 areas of studies, so international relations is the most popular studies in APS. So for students in APS, they are required to finish thesis before they graduate. And what they will learn from APS, it's basically they will learn about like international organizations or like NGOs or like a lot of like global economy knowledge. Yes. And next, it's College of International Management, APM. So in general, they will get a Bachelor of Business Administration degree, BBA degree, after their graduation. So there are basically 4 areas of studies. So I would like to talk about like, there are 3 options for students from APM. So the first option is they will get a BBA degree in general, and then the second one is you can emphasize in only one area. For example, BBA degree, you can get a BBA degree in marketing or BBA degree in accounting and finance. So the third option is you can choose one major and one minor. Like you can choose a major in strategy management, or like a major in marketing and a minor in accounting and finance. Yeah, when you graduate. So this is the most popular and the most competitive college when students applying to APU. So there are a lot of students are interested in studying in business management. Yeah. So the next college is the College of Sustainability and Tourism, ST. So this is the only school in Japan which combined sustainable and tourism. So there, after students get graduated from this college, you can get a Bachelor of Social Science degree. Yeah. So there are 9 concentrations in ST, and basically it's you are going to major in either tourism or sustainability. Yeah. So for this college, I would say there are a lot of there is a variety of choice which you can customize your study between these 9 concentrations. Yeah. Okay, let's take a snapshot into student life. So we focus not only our students' academic performance, but also we provide a lot of opportunities outside of their academics. For example, we have multicultural weeks. So students will share their like culture, their country's culture. Like they will organize like a whole week event, includes like grand show. And yes, and also we provide 100+ circles and clubs for students to join. So we would like our students to take advantage of the diverse culture, the diverse environment that APU provides, and we would like them to obtain like soft skills. Yeah. So for such as like a friendship, networking, or like communication skills when joining these kind of extracurricular activities.
Yeah, I mean, one thing is that lots of our students take part in these multicultural weeks and these clubs and activities, and it really kind of shapes them beyond the academics. It gives them so many life skills that they can use when they want to get jobs later on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So apart from the outside academic things, we also provide our on-campus working job experience for students. For example, you can get like TAs or like RAs, which is resident assistants in APU. So, and also for international students, you are available to work up to 28 hours for a week during one semester, and up to 40 hours a week during your winter or summer break. Yes.
And I'm going to ask Farhan later on about these things. Maybe you can share some of your own experiences about that.
Yes. And AP also provide off-campus studies, which is really popular among international students. There are overseas exchanges and also domestic exchange programs. So for exchange programs, there are for one semester or 2 semesters exchange, which is around 6 months or a year, and you don't need to pay any additional tuition fee, you will pay the same tuition fee, but you can study in a different university. So you can study in in APU for 3 years and 1 year in another universities overseas. Yeah. And there are, yes. And for double degree programs, it's basically you can earn 2 degrees in your 4-year study. So for APS, you will go study in USA, and APN it's in France, ST is in Austria. And then AP House, which is a place you are going for the first year student, you are going to stay in AP House at least for 1 year. And this is a place which you will spend staying in the dormitory with international students of the world. Not only international students, but also you can have a lot of experience, get in touch with our Japanese students. And for AP House 1 and 2, the monthly rent is 50,000 yen, in Japanese yen, and there are single and share rooms. To campus, it's very near. It's because it's on campus. It's only 8 minutes walking to your classrooms, and we provide basic utilities in our in each room, so you don't need to worry about that. Yeah. And for AP House 5, which is a brand new dormitory, APU just built last year, so it's quite expensive than AP House 1 and 2, but it's really modern and it's really brand new and it's really posh over there. So if you are available, I would like to recommend you to try to stay in AP House 5 also. It's basically every room it's single room, and it's really near in for walking in.
And is it only 2,000 yen more expensive?
It's only 2,000 yen more expensive than
and
AP House 1
much
and
closer.
2.
Okay, excellent.
Yeah, it's much closer. Yeah, and it also includes every single basic utilities. So it's same as AP House 1 and 2, but it's
awesome.
it's new and it's really modern. Yeah. So you will think about what students go after graduate from APU. So basically getting a job in or outside Japan. So for this, we our career office, we support a lot of individual consultation and our job interview guidance or any kind of internship guidance. And also we also have on-campus job recruitment in APU. And there are a lot of students, they would like to go to graduate school, not only in Japan, but also outside of Japan. And a lot of students also start their own business, after graduate from APU. Okay, for annual fees, it is, I would like to share about, it's, if you don't get any scholarship from APU, it's the tuition fee, it's 1.3 million Japanese yen for the first year, and 1.5 million yen Japanese for your second to the fourth year. But it's this is the fees which you don't have your scholarship. It's
so basically just to for Bangladeshis, just to clarify, ওদের টিউশন ফি হচ্ছে প্রথম বছরের জন্য 13 লাখ ইয়েন, মানে হচ্ছে 10 লাখ টাকার মতো, আর সেকেন্ড থেকে ফোর্থ ইয়ার পর্যন্ত এটা 15 লাখ ইয়েন, মানে হলো প্রায় 12.5 লাখ টাকার মতো। এবং এটা যদি কোনো স্কলারশিপ যদি না পায়, আর যদি স্কলারশিপ পায় তাহলে স্কলারশিপ অনুযায়ী টিউশন ফিটা কমে যায়।
Okay. Yes. And yes, okay, thank you. And for the estimated living cost for 1 year, we estimated it's 1 million Japanese yen. But of course, it will be more cheap. It will be cheaper or more expensive than this amount of money. So for scholarship, yeah, I think it's every students are really care about. So we provide two scholarships before enrollment. First is the APU tuition reduction scholarship, which ranges from 30 to 100%, and it lasts for 4 years of your study. Yeah. And for AP House scholarship, it's aims for students who are facing financial conditions. So it provides you a 7-month rent fee waiver for staying in AP House. So basically, for the first year, you don't need to pay any AP House fee if you get AP House scholarship. And who can apply? So there are two basic application eligibility. First is the educational qualifications. So for the first year applicants, you have to complete your 12 years of standard education, which for Bangladesh students, if you have your SSC and HSC, so you are eligible for the educational qualification. And the other is a language proficiency test. So if you are applying in English, we require you to provide us the language proficiency test. You can choose either like they are IELTS or like TOEIC, TOEFL, or like Duolingo test. You can choose either this language proficiency test, but you have to meet the minimum grades of this, and here are all of the minimum grades. Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Chen, for that. I think you covered in a very short session, you covered all the important factors. Now I'm going to ask Farhan to perhaps share your journey at APU and how it has been.
Thank you, Rouham bhai, for giving me the floor. So basically, today I'm going to share about my APU life for the past 1 year, what I experienced, what I love most, and something like that. So let's talk about my academic life first. So I'm a current second year student, third semester at Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University, studying marketing under the College of International Management, APM, residing in Bepu City with a prefecture. And currently, as a part-timer, I'm working at a convenience store and a supermarket. And what I love most in APU is local exchange programs. So I'll go through every other sections for explaining things. So for my academic life, last 1 year, I met some of the finest professor in APU, like Professor Satoshi, Professor Hiroaki. So like I want to do some internships and some other experience which will help me to grow in my academic life. And the diversified curriculum which APU always APU always explains or shares their diversified curriculum and my good balance of academic and part-time job, which is I felt a bit tough in the last 1 year, but alhamdulillah successfully I did that. So for social life, so APU তে আসার পরে আমার প্রথম টার্গেট ছিল যে আমি আসলে এখানকার যে জাপানিজ কমিউনিটিটা আছে, জাপানিজ কমিউনিটির সাথে I want to engage with them. So I had some events. I joined some exchange programs to engage with Japanese people, and now I have some good connection with international community. So I tried as a diversified, as a student of diversified curriculum, আমি চেষ্টা করে গেছি যে অন্তত গ্রাজুয়েশনের আগে I have a good connection with international students and some international senpais, which we call like senpai senior students. So some senpais, so that after graduation, for the job hunting or any kind of help, we can get that. And also
তুমি বলেছিলে লোকাল এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রাম, এটার ব্যাপারে একটু বলো তো, মানে এটা কি জিনিসটা?
So for local exchange program, APU-te, there are two type of local exchange program. One is under the admission office or student office, and another one is SAS, student service station, student activity station. So currently I'm doing some local exchange program under the international admission office, যেখানে আসলে আমরা এপিইউ থেকে কিছু পার্টিকুলার স্টুডেন্টস we have to, it's honestly this is a bit competitive to get into because like অনেক অ্যাপ্লিকেন্টস আসে অ্যান্ড 10টাতে অ্যাপ্লাই করলে হয়তো বা 3টাতে we get selected. So basically what we do is আমরা এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রামে যাই, এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রামে গিয়ে আমরা জাপানিজ যারা বাচ্চারা আছে, লেটস সে এলিমেন্টারি স্কুল অর হাই স্কুল, সো বাচ্চাদের সাথে we get engaged with them, we practice our Japanese and they practice. So basically most of the time we have to speak in English because APU and Japanese government, they are trying to emphasize on English curriculum. So আমরা গিয়ে ইংলিশে কথা বলি, ওরা ওদের প্রেজেন্টেশন দেয় ইংলিশে, and it's a bit encouraging for us to talk with them. And এছাড়া আমরা আরো কিছু লোকাল এক্সচেঞ্জ প্রোগ্রামে যাই, যেমন currently I am doing a winter session in a Korean university named Hanyang University. So it's a 2-week program, so 6 credit. So yep, so there are like some sort of local exchange program, and jara APU te ashte chai, I will recommend everyone because local exchange program are fun and you get to know a lot of things about Japan, about your future growth. So yeah. And if I talk about my part-time life, I'm currently working as a student supporter for Bangladeshi students under the Office of International Admission Office, and I'm doing local exchange programs. That's also part-time because maybe we do it rarely, but still we get a bit remuneration for that. And my main part-time job is working at a supermarket called HA Hirose, and I'm also a part-timer for convenience store called Lawson. Rouham-san, I guess you know about Lawson, very famous convenience store in Japan.
Yes. In fact, it was very surprising. Last time I was in Japan, I was staying, in fact, in APU, I was staying in a hotel right opposite of Lawson, and I went in, and the student actually was one of my students, and he recognized me and immediately greeted me and everything. So you worked there as well? Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, and previously I worked in resort and restaurants because like since Bepu is a tourist spot, like there are a lot of resorts and restaurants, and it's easy to get into a hotel management company or hotel resorts as a part-timer because like opportunity beshi ekhane. So yeah, so this is the end of my presentation, and I think we can go for like a question answer. And thank you, Rouham-san.
Thank you so much, Farhan. It's always great to hear these experiences. What I got from that is যে তোমার পড়াশোনার পাশাপাশি there is a lot of focus on outside activities, leadership building, character building activities like these exchange programs that you were talking about, lots of part-time jobs that I could guess. We have some questions about that, so I'm going to ask you in a second. So first question is for Chen-san. Chen, what percentage of the students applying to APU get some form of scholarship?
For actually, I would say like most of the students applying to APU, if you apply early, you have a really great chance to get APU tuition reduction scholarship, like no matter like 30% or until like to 100%. So there are a lot amount of students have this chance to get the APU tuition reduction scholarship. Yeah.
Okay. And do you accept if somebody does a pre-university program, that's a Canadian high school diploma, if they do it from Malaysia, Bangladeshi students who went to Malaysia and did that, would they be accepted into APU? Like, if they complete the Canadian high school diploma.
So there are some like if the students fulfill the criteria we are required, like if the Canadian school located in Malaysia has been recognized by the education, formal education, so we also recognize it. Yeah. So
Okay, excellent.
don't have to be too worried about that. Yeah.
Farhan, the next couple of questions are for you. You live off campus now.
Yeah.
So basically, APU is on top of a mountain, and the city, the Bepu City itself, is under the mountain, like it's in the valley,
Sea
I would
level.
say. And how far do you live from APU campus?
So specifically, it's around 15 kilometer far. Previously, like আমি বাসে যেতাম, so বাসে গেলে আসলে around 40 minutes এর মতো লাগে.
Okay.
But recently I got a bike, so for bike around 15 থেকে 20 minutes. It depends on traffic.
Excellent. And there is parking in the campus?
Yeah, huge parking, but it's only for bike. Students cannot come by car.
Okay. Bike as in bicycle or motorcycle?
Motorcycle.
Okay.
You cannot go by bicycle.
I was going to say that up the mountain, you must be very fit. What is the rent like where you stay? Like you stay in a 3-bedroom apartment and share with 2 other students. So what kind of rent do you pay per month?
So it's a 3DK and মোটামুটি.
By the way, for people who don't know, 3DK means 3-bedroom dining kitchen.
So 3DK is basically since it's in center of Beppu, rent a bit high, 65,000 Japanese yen, Bangladeshi টাকা around 55,000 থেকে 58,000 টাকা. But with utilities, since we have electricity and gas and other things, so with utilities around 80,000 Japanese yen. But I have seen my friends and other students who like pays their whole like rent and utilities under 60,000 Japanese yen. So
by the way, when you say 80,000, that's the total. So you
amount.
share it with the 3 people. So each of you pay around 26,000.
26,000 around.
Okay, yeah, that's 26,000 yen is like 22,000 taka, which is you're gonna pay that if you live in Dhaka.
That's so true. The rent is so cheap. If you find a good agency. Oh, by the way, you cannot like go to any homeowner, landowner, and just ask, "Oh, can I stay at your place?" You cannot do that. You have to go through agents, real estate agents. So for that, I mean, if you find a good agency, that's how senpai, like seniors, like come into our life. Like they help us a lot about, and now we are helping our juniors to find a good agency, find a good place to stay. So yeah,
I'm gonna tell jara notun student acho jara dekhcho eta, if you're interested in applying to APU, please get in touch with us. We will get you in touch with our very good own senpai, which is Farhan Rafin, who can help you with all of that when you move from your AP house to others. Of course, you're going to make other friends when you're there. Now, you work part-time. You work in 2 jobs. Was it easy to get it?
I don't think so, because it took me 1 year to work in a convenience store or a super center, because honestly it's easy to get a part-time job for restaurants or some other resorts, because they have a lot of sections like dishwashing, cooking, or waiter. So these jobs, like for cooking or dishwashing, it doesn't take that much Japanese, so it's like you can get into easily if you have good connection. But for like other convenience store or other like supermarkets or somewhere you have to speak with customers, waiter in a resort. You have to speak with customers, take orders from them, whole stuff as a whole stuff. So if you have good Japanese skill, then it's easy for you. But if you don't have, or if you are coming as a fresh, then it might be a bit tough. So I
So
always
my
suggest my
recommendation is
juniors.
that for the first year, you get prepared. You're going to stay on campus. You're going to take the money from your family anyway, so you're going to have that and be prepared so that you can build your Japanese skills in the first 2 semesters, and then it will become easier for you to get jobs outside. But for jobs that don't require you to speak Japanese, like working as a dishwasher or something like that, then I guess you can. But again, for that also you need to use your connections and things. Can I
Yeah.
ask, Farhan, how much you make per hour?
In Bepu, it's the average is 940 54 yen, Japanese yen, per hour. But usually, most of the jobs, like common jobs,
Hmm.
like Lawson and other, resorts and restaurants, around 960 Japanese yen.
Okay, so 960. And how many hours do you work?
28 hours.
Oh, you work the entire 28 hours. So,
Yeah.
you can actually make up for your entire living expense, I guess,
Yeah,
by
that's true.
working.
Like, yeah, that's true. Because after coming to Japan, maybe 3 months, I took financial support from my family, and later on, I tried to cover my living expense by own. And since tuition fee is a bit high for me, because I get 30% scholarship before, so for me, like, I have to take around 100,000 Japanese yen or 150,000 Japanese yen from my family. But
And the rest you can make by yourself?
yeah, that's how we, like, these exchange programs, or some, work from home thing, like additional income, which is not under the 28 hours thing.
Okay, that's good to know. So there are opportunities available for students who want to, be independent. I was a student in the U.S. About 30 years ago, and I worked a lot of hours part time as well, and that made me pay for my. And it not only helps you make your payments, but helps you become independent. Helps you, these also make you better leaders, more independent. I think that's a great thing. Um, I want to ask you, Farhan, think about yourself 2 years ago, before you went to Japan, and think of yourself now. Um, do you think it was a good decision to come to Japan?
Of course. I mean, there are no, second thought, because for Japan, when I did some research about APU, or talk with Maces, like, I always, Beppu Life and APU diversified curriculum, those things always fascinated me before my application phase. And 2 years before, I was in high school that time, and I thought, like, going abroad was a bit tough for me, but somehow maybe I will manage it. But after coming here, I always ask my juniors, or I'll ask people to at least do their undergrad, or masters in abroad. Because if after coming here, you told about financial independence or something like that. So first thing, after coming to Japan, we, like, made ourselves as a financial independent person, because this, we felt this is the most important thing for our rest of the life. So for financial independency, to travel around the Japan, like, recently I went another prefecture, and it's like the southern part of Japan. So from that city, you can see the, like, I guess Taiwan Sea or some, maybe. So, having lunch, watching, sea, and
No, you're
with some
experiencing
friends.
life. What you're saying is you've got to
Exactly.
experience life in a way that wouldn't have been possible if you didn't go there. And and
Exactly.
that is one of the things we also believe every single student should spend some time of their lives studying and living abroad, because that really opens your horizons. It really opens you up to the rest of the world. I believe, all of us are international students. I mean, I was an international student. Chen, you were an international student. You studied in APU yourself. So we have all experienced what it's like to experience a different culture, to experience, life abroad. But I think, APU does it so well. So many of our students have really found so much success. So, if you're interested in applying to APU, and you're Bangladeshi, we would really appreciate it if you get in touch with us. We've been doing this for 12 years. We are an official representative of Ritsumeikan Asia Pacific University. And, we've been doing this for a long time. We would love to help you make your application. We have somebody on staff to check your essays. We will not do your essays for you, but we have somebody just like your elder brother or sister. We can check your essays for you. We'll make sure everything is right so that your application is launched properly. And we would be honored to help you in that journey. We really believe every single student, no matter where you are from, should spend some time of your life studying and living abroad so that you can experience for yourself what this world is all about. Chen, any messages before we say goodbye?
Yeah. So thank you. I would like to thank Macy's and thank you Rouham for supporting our students a lot. Like when they are applying to APU, supporting their applications and their consultations. So yeah, if you have any kind of questions or any if you need support, I'm also really welcome to get touch with Macy's, and there are a lot of professional consultants in Macy's which can help you to get well prepared to get in to Japan to APU. Yes.
Thank you so much, Chen. For those who listened in or tuned in, thank you very much. I hope we will see you soon in our offices. For now, goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you.